Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine and in good health. Welcome to your English class. Now your PT1 is already completed, right? And you know that from your marigold we have completed 3 units. So as we are continuing with the syllabus, we are going to start today unit 4. Okay, and in unit 4 you can open your textbooks. All of you sit with your textbooks open so that you also know what I am reading or what I am explaining. Okay, so open page number 58. Open page number 58 of your marigold textbook. Okay, so in unit 4, as you can see, first we have a poem and then we have a prose. So in poem you are having crying. Now it is a little bit funny that a poem on crying you are having. What is crying? Crying means, obviously crying means रोना, है ना? आप लोग भी रोए होंगे ना कभी, शायद अभी भी आप रोए होंगे, है ना? यू आर स्टिल किड्स, सो ये आपने क्राइंग तो बहुत सुना होगा. But let us see what does this poet in the poem crying tells you. Okay, so crying only a little bit is no use. You must cry until your pillow is soaked. So what is the poet saying? He's saying that crying very little is of no use. It means that, but thoda rona is not worth it. If you want to really cry, if you're really feeling sad, cry a lot. Okay, cry as that much as your pillow gets wet, your cushion gets wet यानी गीला हो जाए आपके आंसुओं से, उतना रो अगर रोना है तो. ये थोड़ा थोड़ा मत रो. Okay, so he's saying that crying a little bit is of no use. Why? Because if you cry a little now, after some time you will again remember that thing and cry. Again after some time you will remember that thing and cry. So ये बार बार हर चीज़ पे रोना, एक ही चीज़ पे बार बार रोना, that is nothing of using your sense, right? So the poet is saying that if you really want to cry, then cry at once. No problem if you cry for a long time. No problem if your pillow gets wet. It gets soaked with your tears, right? So he says that no problem, but cry only once. ये थोड़े थोड़ा रोना क्या होता है? ओके, सपोज मम्मी ने मारा, अभी रोए, फिर चुप हो गए 1 मिनट बाद, फिर वापस से याद आया कि हाँ मुझे मम्मी ने मारा था तो वापस रोए. ये ऐसे क्या है? रोना है तो कितने कैसे रो, बस एक बार रो लो, फिर क्राई लाइक एज इफ वंस यू क्राई एंड दैट्स ओवर. आफ्टर क्राइंग दैट वन टाइम यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू क्राई अगेन ऑन दैट थिंग. Then you can jump in the shower and splash, splash, splash. So, what is the poet saying? That after you cry once a lot and then you are done with crying, that yes, अब मुझे रोना नहीं आएगा उस बात पर. I am not going to cry on that thing again. So, then the poet is saying, go in the shower. It means go and take a bath. And what is the meaning of splash? आप लोग वो हाथ से पानी को उछालते हो ना, in the happiness, right? So when you go for swimming, you might have done it. No? The poet is saying that after crying a lot, you go and have a bath and do splash and be happy that yes, I am done with crying. I'm not going to cry anymore. Yes? Then you can throw open your window and ha ha ha. So he's saying take a bath and have fun in taking bath, and after you finish your bath, come outside, okay, and be happy, be cheerful, open your window. Okay, suppose you are living up and just you're opening a window, and what he's saying, just laugh, just smile. You open the window, look at everything outside, smile like ha ha ha. That's showing your happy emotion, right? That sadness बहुत हो गया, बहुत रो लिया, अब खुश होना है. And if people say, hey, what's going up there? Ha ha, sing back. So, what is the poet saying? The poet is saying that, you are smiling, laughing, opening the window. And if people see you like smiling and laughing, and if they ask you, what's going on? Why are you laughing? Why are you smiling? So, the poet is saying, smile back to them. Okay, if they ask you what's going on, what's happening, okay, how are you, so you just smile back and show that yes, I am happy. Okay, Happiness was hiding in the last tear. I wept it. Ha ha ha. So, what is the poet saying? The poet says that your happiness is in the last tear. यानी जो आपका आखिरी आंसू होता है ना, उसी में ही आपकी खुशी छुपी होती है. Why? Why the poet says that in your last tear there is a happiness? Because you are not going to cry again on the same thing. Yes, अगर आप एक बार एक चीज़ पे रो लेते हो अच्छे से दिल खोल के ना, you open up your heart and just cry it out. Whether you can cry alone or you can cry in front of someone else, but you just finish crying at once, and the last tear that will drop from your eyes, no, that is where the happiness is hidden. Why? Because after crying you're going to be happy that yes, all the sadness has come out through tears. So that is why the poet says that happiness is hidden in the last tear, and I wept it. It means that my crying is done. मैंने अपना आंसू पोंछ लिया. अब I am not going to, now I am not going to cry on that same reason again. Okay, so that is why the poet says after crying and after having the last tear, show your happiness that you are happy now. अच्छा, रोने के बाद आपका दिल हल्का हो लगता है ना. Why is it so? कि जब तक आप रोते नहीं हो दिल हल्का नहीं होता है. क्यों? That is where through tears your all emotion is coming out, all your sadness through tears would come out. And that is why, after crying you feel very light by heart, in heart, है ना. So that is your happiness. Okay, so the poet is saying finally I wept all my tears and now I am happy. So in short, in both the stanzas the poet is explaining that if you want to cry, cry at once, don't cry in intervals again and again, right? So, for one reason, you want to cry, you feel like crying, cry at once and finish it. And then just be happy, stay happy, and smile and show everyone that yes, I am happy now. I'm done with my crying. Okay, this is what the poet is trying to explain. I hope you have understood the story. Okay, in the next class, we will continue with the chapter My Elder Brother. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section.